Oh, hello. Welcome back to the channel. EXP here. Welcome back to the server. So what are we doing today? I don't actually know. You catch us over at spawn for a few reasons. Now, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but this thing here being built, which is a gacha machine designed by Silent and Ferocity, which hopefully we'll get to play at some point, but I don't think it's quite just ready. But this over here, which was in the thumbnail, is the gnome shrine, which I'll explain very briefly. So what actually happened here? Well, as we was building this, me, Frosty, Star and Silent were all kind of just hanging around watching Ferocity have a breakdown about this because it kept messing up. And one thing led to another, and we just started discussing gnomes, and then for some reason we just all burst out into hysterics, and we came up with the gnome board. I also died here at some point. I can't remember why. Yeah, I can't remember what actually killed me, but yes, this is a memorial of gnoming. So obviously there's something in the way. Yeah, that's very important. I'm on the road to Gnomeware. There was Gnome way out. Gnomey, wake up! I don't like it. I'm a gnome wolf, and no means no. That's a very important one, that is. And so this has now been dubbed the Gnome Station 6000. And I cannot wait to try it out. It's basically a gacha type vending machine. You put your diamond block in and you get a random shulker. Now, I don't know if it works without all the slots filled or pushed out, and as you can see, they're not all filled or pushed out. So we're going to hopefully use it this episode, but it might not be finished in time. We'll see. Anyway, on to what we're actually going to do today in today's video. How many more times can I say day? I think for today's main project, we're going to think about our storage. Seeing as we're kind of all over the place at the moment, we're going to want a storage building. We're also running out of food, kind of, so I think I might start setting up a villager breeder and plopping a trading hall under here, because there's a very big open space which realistically we're not going to need any more storage for the sticks than here. And I can also turn them, I said sticks didn't I, bamboo. I can easily turn the bamboo into sticks and trade them with fishermen, I think. It's either fisherman or Fletcher. I could be completely wrong, it could be something completely different. But yeah, so we'll have a very good source of emeralds to trade them up. So first things first, we'll get cracking with this. Okay, friends, family, denizens of the night, as I once called you. We have a frame. I'm pretty happy with this frame as well, it's not too bad. I'll go through it briefly and explain why I've stopped at the frame. So, we've got a pretty standard layout at the moment. It's literally just a square with a little bit of extra. But we're going to have this whole area here be a kind of section by section, unit by unit for each individual item stored, which will be going down into the mountain eventually and decorated accordingly. So, if we've got wood at the top, it will be a wood shack, then a stone shack, maybe a dirt shack, and then, I don't know, as we go further down, a redstone shack and whatnot as well, you know, that kind of stuff. That's the general idea, and this will be the walkway with, I'm not sure if I'm going to have like the shulker unloader thing here, or if I'm just going to keep it slightly manual. I really don't want to build an auto sorter, but I'm probably going to need to, I don't know. If we get an announcement for 1.20 soon as to a release time and date, I might not bother. In all fairness, because it's going to be a lot of work. But if we don't, then I'll crack on. And the reason I haven't done the roof yet is, well, it's going to be barn style, so rounded, and then rounded across here. It also needs to be red, which means I need an awful lot of red wood, which means I'm going to have to gather it. I'm not sure if I'm going to go for crimson or mangrove, but I know where there's plenty of both. So I suppose I'll start a montage of getting that, and then there's something I wanted to show you while I do that. So let's go. And while we're over here, actually, I can go through a little bit of behind the scenes sneak peek. So this is the first challenge to be set for the champion. Have a guess what it is. Now, I'm not going to give you anything away, but let me down below in the comments what you think this might be. I will tell you it'll be leading to something over here, which will be another room, and then there'll be a third challenge after that. And that's all the behind the scenes access you're getting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as for that something special I mentioned, I've been out and bought a battle box from Popping Candy, a USA versus Asia one, and here, with the help of Charmander, is what we got. So first of all, we had these corn chips, which were a bit like knickknacks if you know what they are, but covered in chili heatwave sauce. Some of these hard sweets, which I haven't tried yet, Hello Kitty branding. A dark berry Dr Pepper, which to me just tasted like Vimto, which to be fair, it was nice enough, it was just nothing special. We had these, I can't remember what they were, but I ate the whole box in one, so that says enough about them. Next was this bubble tea, which was disappointing. It was okay, but I'm a Brit, you know, we know our tea, and this wasn't a tea. I mean, it was a tea, just it should have been warm with biscuits. These, on the other hand, these jalapeno poppers cheese flavour were absolutely phenomenal. I'm not normally a crisp person, but I absolutely loved them. This I was surprised by, this Hershey's birthday cake was actually really nice. I don't usually like Hershey's. These Mike and Ike sours, they were okay, nothing to write home about. These, I'm not quite sure what they were, Chewits, they were underwhelming really, they weren't great. And the last two things we have are this Arizona tea lemonade, which it was okay, not as good as normal Arizona tea, but it was okay nonetheless, and a plain Ramune, which again was okay, didn't really taste of anything. And that was my battle box. There'll be a link down below so you can purchase one yourself if you'd like, in the description. You can always tell when I've logged off and logged back on and Silent's been mucking about, because there's an abundance of chickens. Look, I'm not a baby chicken murderer. This, at least you're clean. At least no one is in the toilet. You know what, right? Oh, goes the wrong way. We can't shut the toilet, but come on, out you come. I won't murder you till you're old enough. Anyway, to this monstrosity. My guy, that is incredibly inappropriate. I saw you. Hey, no need for that. I came to spawn because my wings and axe kind of need a bit of healing, and there's a spawner to do that. And what in God's green earth is this? I saw a sketch post something about Bad Apple shop. Although they did say it's not really a shop, but I am incredibly confused by this. Note, all requests are payment negotiable. Let's not touch the fire, shall we? Ministry of Truth, anonymous tip box. There's another box up there and another one up there. And a way up to either. There's nothing there. Let's see. Have you become the victim of a crime? Leave investigation request here. Yes, I have been the victim of a crime. A crime of bullying from silent from the most part, but it's harmless so far. Have you lost property or have been ransomed? Leave reclamation request here. So this is basically just get people back box. So yeah, the bad apple box, it makes sense. Okay, let's heal our tools up and finish this episode off, shall we? Well, friends, we're pretty much at the end of the episode now. I mean, I'm going to show you the build in a sec, but we haven't done anything to the inside simply because, well, I don't know what I'm doing with the inside yet. But we've got chickens to slaughter, and not much else we can do this episode unless you want a montage of me slaughtering chickens, which probably isn't going to be very interesting. So, we'll do a quick tour, and then we'll wrap up. So as soon as I cut a load of crimson wood, remembering afterwards it's not actually crimson, it's purple, I figured I'd decorate the walls in crimson. So we've got a nice crimson finish around the walls. I didn't say crimson, purple even, with a nice red roof. I do like the red roof, to be honest. I was in two minds as to whether I was going to even this out, but I think the slot over the door works better overall than having it in the middle. I don't know. I did like how it's uneven and slanted. I don't know, I just like it. It's not standard, basically, and that's what I like about it. Although I do like the barn curve here. And as I said, there's absolutely nothing inside yet except a bed and a bunch of chests in the wrong place because they're full of stuff and I need to move them. Oh, but as I said, that is a job for another day. So, like I said, shorter episode. We've got a lot of progress. I've got a lot more progress to do, which is all boring stuff that you don't want to see me doing, like building my surprise, which I can't show you really because it's a surprise, and collecting resources and building interiors and slaughtering chickens and finding some way of getting silent back again. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.